Guess who's back, baby? I'm back. I'm back. Dinner with A3's back. Yeah. Oh, you thought we was done? You thought we was done eating dinner? No. We gotta eat too. So I got something special for you guys today. You know, you thought I was just chilling, having a good old time? No. What I was doing, I was finding the best of the best recipes. The best of the best ways to cook all of the best recipes. Today, by far, the best. We're coming back with the bang. So I'm going to give you a bang. Y'all thought my career was ended? I'm going to end your cooking career with this recipe. Now watch. Today, I will be making Spageskit Red. I am making Spageskit Red. The best. I know, when I first started, it was rough. It was rough, right? I thought I had the best recipes back then, but it only gets better. Now, we all know I love spaghetti, but this is something else. This is something else. This is Spageskit Red. Now let's get started. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. All right. First off, y'all probably already noticed, right? The place looks a little bit different. That's right. Because I've been busy moving. I've been moving places. I live in a whole different side of the world now. With a whole different side of the world of recipes and ingredients that I'm about to show you today in this video right now. So first, to start off, right? You can't make spaghetti without spaghetti, right? So I'm going to go in my brand new cupboard. You guessed it. You guessed it. Man, I'm too excited to even hide it from you. Now, you already know, boys. You already know, everybody. If you are trying to make spaghetti, Barilla spaghetti is the best spaghetti you can possibly choose out of all the options. This is where it's at. Barilla spaghetti. Now, how much we use depends on you. However, me, I'm a big man. So I'm going to cook a lot of this. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I'll save that. I'll save that for tomorrow. Spaghetti. Barilla spaghetti. Make sure you guys get it in the blue box, right? If you see a Barilla spaghetti in a green box, or a red box, or a white box, don't get it. It's a trap. You need the blue box. This will ensure the highest of quality in your Spageskit Red. Now we're just going to set this to the side very calmly and leave that there while we get the rest of our preparations and our dishes put together. So to start off, you can't make spaghetti without a pot. We all know this, right? Is there anybody who makes spaghetti not in a pot? Please put that in the. If you make spaghetti that without using a pot, I want to know, and I'll try that in like another video. I'll try that in my next video, right? So if you make spaghetti without using a pot, let me know what you use Let me know what you use to cook your spaghetti, in the comments below, and I'll try it out. Yeah, right? So today we will be using, hold on. We will be using, now this ain't any ordinary pot. This ain't any ordinary pot. Now this blue pot is the limited edition 120th anniversary Faberware product. Now, it doesn't get any better than this. This is the best pot I have ever used in my entire life of cooking. In my entire cooking series. This is the best pot I've ever used. Now, y'all probably remember and seen the pot I used in the previous videos. Now that was a great pot. Same color and everything. Pretty much the same. But this is limited edition. And that's what makes it so much better. To ensure the most highest quality of your Spageskit Red. Right? So what we're going to do is put some water in it. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, right? A lot of people, this is a bunch of arguments around the world talking about, oh, how much water should I put in the pot? How much water do you think I should put in the pot, A3? And I look at them and I'm like, okay, let me tell you how much water you're supposed to put in the pot. Right? I'm not going to give you an exact, measurement. But let me tell you the differences of the different amounts of water added into the pot for cooking, right? Now, if you put a lot of water in there, right, surely it's going to take longer to heat up. However, it's going to stay warmer longer, right? The water is. Which means you can leave it unattended for a while, right? So if you're going to walk away, forget about it. However, and it's good and lots of water is good for, dishes that you're going to put on a little bit of a higher heat, right? Because the more water, right, the more evaporation, more condensation you're going to get, right? And if you have a higher heat, right, the more water that evaporates, right? If you put a little bit of water in there, this is going to heat the water up really quickly. It's going to get real hot fast, which means your food's probably either going to cook faster, depending on what you're making, or you're going to run out of water so fast because all the water evaporated. Easy. Easy. So, the best way to avoid it, just put medium water in there. If you put medium water in the pot, you can't be wrong. You just can't be wrong. Even if you put a lot of water, you can't be wrong. You can't be wrong. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm so excited. Alright. I need to find my other pot. Alright, no worries there. No worries, everybody. Don't worry. I got this. Alright, you want to know what? Alright. I figured it out. We're going to get this pot, right? We're going to put water in the pot. Now, a good measurement you want to look out for, right? I'm going to show you. A lot of pots got this. A lot of them got it. I think them all got it. You see that? That's a good measurement for, that's a good thing to use to measure how much water you want in there. What I like to do is, I like to put the water right underneath it. That's how I know I got enough water. You don't want to put water above that. I don't think that's good. Alright, so we put the water right underneath the screwdriver hole buttons in the pot, whatever they're called. We're now going to set the pot on the stove. Alright, now this is a fancy oven. Stove. We're using the stove. Guys, if you are going to make your spaghetti, use the stove, not the oven. Make sure you turn the stove on, not the oven. Alright? Now, I don't know. You might be able to make spaghetti in the oven. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. But today we'll be making spaghetti on the stove for our Spageskit Red. We are going to put it on medium heat because this will ensure it heats up quickly. Very good. Very good. Now, oh man, I can't wait for the, oh man. My favorite part's coming up, guys. My favorite part's coming up. Now, you guys might think, you guys might say, well, A3, what if I don't got, what if I don't got body of spaghetti? Then don't make it. It's not the best. This is the best. Barilla spaghetti. This is the best. Now, if you make it without this, good luck. Because I didn't get it. Because I don't get it. And this is proof. This is the best. Italy's #1 brand of pasta. Now, while we're waiting for it to heat up, we're going to enjoy ourselves. A Pacific Cooler Capri Sun. Oh, gotcha. You thought I was going to stick it on the top, didn't you? No, we don't do that here. We stab it on the bottom. This is how you drink it. Now, you're like, ugh, what in the hot dang gracious? Well, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why this is how you're supposed to drink the Capri Sun. Now, you see this, right? If you guys have a Capri Sun at home, go get one right now. I will wait for a little bit for you guys to go get a Capri Sun, for those who have a Capri Sun. All right, welcome back, everybody. All right, guys. So now lift your Capri Sun upside down. Now you see, if you imagine yourself inside the Capri Sun pouch, right? Imagine yourself, you're inside swimming in the juices. There's a crease right here. You can see the crease, right? That's good. Now, you have access to all of the juice. It's wide open. It cannot hide in any of the corners of the pouch. I hate my glasses. All right. Now let me flip this upside down for you guys to see. Now you see this side on the bottom, or what I call the top of the Capri Sun pouch. Right? I got something on my nose. Alright, you see this? You see that? You see like the crevices in there and all that weird stuff with the corners and the cracks? You know what? This is the main reason. If you drink it from the top, it's very difficult to get your straw in the crevices on the bottom of the cracks of the pouch. So you miss out on a lot of the juice, right? You ever drink the Capri Sun and then no matter how much you inhale to try to get the drinks, no matter how hard you sip, there you go. You always get that bubbly, like you're getting some liquids, but not all of it. That's because all of the liquids are hiding in the crevices on the bottom of the pouch. But you can avoid that. If you drink it like this, you have all the crevices and the corners of the pouch on top. You have this, you just have this right here. That's it. That's it. All the juice you have access to. You have access to all the juice you want inside this single Capri Sun pouch. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I saved you. You can now take advantage of every cent you spent on your 12-pack of Capri Sun. Easy. All right, we're gonna now. All right, so wait, before you stab it, wait! Don't stab it yet. Forgot to tell you, there's a downside to downside. There's a downside to stabbing it and drinking it like this. Like, sure, you get all the juices you want, but once you stab it, you can't set it down because it doesn't work. That's the bad part. So, so you have two options. You can either take advantage of all the juices you want, or say, forget the juices. I like conveniency. I want to set my juice down whenever I please if I haven't finished it yet and come back to it later. Right? Those are your two options. All right. It looks like my water's getting nice and hot. So now a trick I learned is I don't have salt. But if you guys have salt, you can put the salt in the water and it will make it heat up a lot faster. A lot faster. So much faster, it's unbelievable. All right. We're just gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna pause the video so it doesn't take 15 billion minutes. All right, guys, we're back with some heated water. That took about 30 minutes. All right, so we get the spaghetti. All right. This is my favorite part about cooking, opening up the food. Make sure you guys wash your hands in this nasty, infested bacteria pandemic. Wash your hands before you eat and touch your food. You nasty. Clean. All right. Now, there's no proper way to measure, just however much you feel like you want. You eat spaghetti so much that you just know how much spaghetti it's going to make. We're going to make half the box. It says here 8 servings per container. We will make 4 servings for dinner tonight. All right, now there's a bunch of arguments going around. 83. Do you break in half your spaghetti? And I say, well, ma'am, sir, it really depends. Now, it depends what you're making first. What kind of spaghetti you're making, who you're serving, right? You have to take all of that into account. But the most important thing to determine whether or not you're going to break it in half is, what are you making? What are you making? We are making Spageskit Red. So, what that means is we break it in half. Now, if you guys are against this, that's perfectly fine. Just close your eyes when I break it. And also, you can keep it like this when you're making the Spageskit Red, but there's a problem with that. It's no longer going to be the Spageskit Red. Because when you make the Spageskit Red, you break it in half. Close your eyes if you don't want to see this torture. Alright, now you just put it in. Now this is important. Is there a certain way you're supposed to put the spaghetti in? Yes, there is a certain way to put the spaghetti in. Let me teach you. This is how I put the spaghetti in. I just let it roll, right? And I go like this. Right? That's how I put the spaghetti in. That's how I put the spaghetti in. Alright, welcome back. Now, that's really hot water. Don't put your finger in it to test it. If it's boiling, it's hot enough. Because I just burned myself. Alright guys, now once you put it in, you want to make sure you're stirring it around, you're touching it. This is important. This is probably the most important part of the cooking your spaghetti. Because if you just leave your spaghetti strands in the water and don't touch it, it's going to get stuck to the bottom of the pot. But wait, there's more. This is why I say this is the best pot. 120th anniversary limited edition Faberware pot. This If you got this, it don't matter. You can leave it in here and it won't get stuck. Now. All right, let me guys teach you a little trick, cooking trick, spaghetti trick. We like spaghetti. Do we put the lid on or no? Do we do it or no? Now, that's preference. That's preference. I made the spaghetti with and without the lid. Not that big of a difference. Now, I think what will make it a big difference is if you don't have that much water in and then you put this on, because what's going to happen is you're keeping the condensation inside of the pot and you're pretty much recycling your water, right? You're recycling your water. It condensates, drops back down in. Condensates, drops back down in. So putting a lid on is good if you have little bits of water and your food is exposed. But if your food is drowned and in the deep ends of the water and not exposed, you can leave your lid off because there's so much water in there, you can sacrifice having your water just evaporate out. You don't need to recycle the condensation. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and leave this in here, and we'll be right back. Is it playing? Alright, it's playing. Welcome back, everybody. Now, this is it. Now, let me tell you a little bit of secret. Let me tell you a secret. This will change your spaghetti life forever. We're just going to stir it up a little bit. Now, I'm going to teach you a little secret. Now, a lot of folks, when they make foods, they don't know when it's done. They don't know when it's done cooking. They don't know signs, any tricks. But I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to teach you a trick, right? This is a trick for all ages. All ages. It just takes some precautionary measures before you do it. All right? So first, all you got to do is stick your hand in the pots and grab a noodle. That's step one. Ouch! Ouch! All right. All right. Well, don't stick your hand in the pot. Do not stick your hand in the pot. It's stupid. It's stupid. Who will ever stick their hand in the pot? Don't do that. What you're going to do is you're going to get whatever you're stirring the noodles up with. And then you're going to grab a noodle like that, the safe way. And then with this, you're going to throw it at the cupboard. Oh, wait. You're going to throw it at the cupboard. It sticks. This means it's ready. So we're going to take the spaghetti off the heater. Now, guys, this is my favorite part. Now, this is where we pretty much finish it off by creating the last thing. the sauce. We're gonna grab this. Now, we already made the brisket. We already got the brisket. We just need to heat it up. Now, you guys might be thinking, A3, how are you gonna heat it up without a microwave? Now, let me teach you guys a little secret. A lot of people don't want to spend money on a microwave. I understand. I completely understand the radiation and all that goodness, all that badness you don't want in your food. So, here's a trick to help you guys out with that. We're gonna fill this up with water. Actually, something better. We're gonna take some of this already heated water from the spaghetti. We're gonna get a Ziploc bag. This is what I call steaming the meat. You're gonna put the brisket in the Ziploc bag. However much you want. Solely up to you. Now we're gonna save some of this brisket for tomorrow's video. Uh-oh. Spoiler alert, no. Alright, well, you can't help it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try to get out as much air out as possible. Alright, like this. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put the bag in the boiling water. And then we're going to put a lid on it. Now, we're just going to put it on low. That's fine. The water's already really hot, right? Now, with this, it's like you're steaming it without direct contact from the water. The water is going to heat up, and the heat from the water is going to heat the food inside the bag, and you're still going to have the nice juicy flavor from when you initially made the food. This is going to be nice and juicy still. When you microwave it, the heat and the radiation soaks up all of that liquid. And that's really bad for the food, really bad for your taste and for your body because of radiation. It's just really bad. It really deforms and warps the flavor of the food and the texture and all of that. But you do it like this. You can do this with any food you want. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Take out all the air, oxygen from the bag, close it up, put it in the water, and then put it on the stove. By doing this, you are heating it up with heated condensation. You are maintaining all of the liquid, all of the juices, all of the flavor, anything that will keep the flavor in and not out. This is the best way to heat up your food safely without burning it, without worrying about overheating it, without worrying about, without worrying about it, hardening up. Whenever you put something in a microwave for so long and then you forget about it, right? And then, oh, it's too cold. So you go back, you reheat it. All you're really doing is drying up the liquids inside of the food and drying it up more and more and more. But you do it like this. There's nothing being dried up. It's condensation. It's the water. You're maintaining it. The water's not even touching the food either. So anything that was in the food to begin with stays in the bag, right? The juices, the fats that were on the food, whatever, are going to melt and moisten up, help hydrate the food. It will taste better than when it will taste just like when you cooked it. No different. It's not going to taste dry. It's not going to taste, hard. Like when you heat up pizza, the crust gets all hard when you heat it up. You can't do nothing about it. I bet, I am willing to bet that if you put pizza in a bag and then you put it in hot water to heat it up, that the crust is not going to be hard. It's not going to taste dry and nasty and disgusting. That's just an example. Now, with this meat, I know a lot of people love their meat. A lot of people love and, they cherish the flavor of the meat. And this is a good way to do it also, especially with Thanksgiving around the corner. It's going to be Thanksgiving for me. I'm overseas, oceanically. So this is going to be good for other people. Hopefully people can see this video and, understand that this is the correct way and the best way to heat up your food. And I'll make a separate video and post that on social media for everyone to realize. This is what you got to do it. You want to heat up your turkey, your leftover turkey, your leftover meats, chicken, whatever you eat for Thanksgiving. If you don't eat, that's okay. But for your meats, this is the best way to do it. I've been doing this ever since I realized this place didn't have a microwave. And I did it for the first time, and I don't think I'm going to make a microwave. There's no reason for a microwave. Just heat it up like this, the safe way. Steam it. Steam your food. Like this is as close to steaming it without actually steaming. I'm pretty much boiling it. I'm indirectly boiling my food. So I'm not drying it out, right? So this is a great way to heat up that turkey sandwich. I bet there have been many times where you microwave your turkey, your leftover turkey, you put it in the sandwich and it tastes dry. So what you do is you get the mayonnaise to try to offset the dryness of the turkey, your mustard and whatever sauces you can find to make the turkey taste less dry. Guarantee you that you put your turkey in a Ziploc bag, like I put my brisket in a Ziploc bag. You put water in your pot. You put the turkey in the water, and then you boil the water with the turkey inside. Your turkey will still taste the same as it did when you cooked it. It might taste better. It might taste better. It will taste fresh. I've done this several times, and it has tasted fresh every single time I've done it. And then we're going to go in, and then we're going to flip it. We're going to add a little bit more water. We're going to add some more water just so that the Ziploc bag isn't touching the bottom of the pot. You don't want the bag to touch the bottom of the pot because then you're applying way too much direct heat, right? Way too much direct heat. You don't want that. what you want is your food floating. You want your food to pretty much be floating in hot water, right? You ever go to like there's some great Japanese places. One famous Japanese place I know is Shabu Shabu. Great place. Great. You pretty much cook your meats like this. You boil it. You'll sit down at the table, they'll come with your boiling water, and then they'll give you some meats. And then you pretty much cook they'll give you these, raw, thin slices of raw meat. And what you do is you get the meat and you toss it into boiling water. And you pretty much cook it in the boiling water. And that's pretty much what you're doing here. And they'll give you different flavors of liquids. So, I mean, I know I said water, but they'll be able to come with flavored heated broths and whatnot. So you can boil your meat and cook it and eat it, right? Take the meat out, eat it. Tastes fantabulous. The best. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cover my brisket back up. And then we're going to put this back in the refrigerator to maintain the freshness of the food for longer periods of time to be used for cooking videos. And remember, guys, remember, stay hydrated. Hold on. Remember, guys, stay hydrated. Yummy. As you can see, guys, I'm going to show you. You can see it's the juices and the fats are starting to hydrate, starting to liquefy and heat up the food inside. It's getting softer and more tender the more it heats up. We're just going to leave that in there a little bit longer. Alright, guys? And I'll be right back when we'll just wait for this to heat up. Alright? Alright, we're back. Alright, guys, we're back. We had the brisket in the boil. Now, let's see what it looks like. Wow, that looks juicy. Wow, super juicy. Wow. Super nice and hot. Look at that. Look how it just tears apart when I smush it in half. Right. Juicy, 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 dude. We love juicy meats. Alright, so what we're going to do now is this is actually going to be the meat to our Spageskit Red. Pour that out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to This is it, guys. This isn't just any ordinary spaghetti sauce. This is Prego traditional sauce. Italian. Now, Italy's number one. Italian traditional. The best combination. It cannot get any better than that. It can't get any better than that. Now, you don't need to look at the directions because I'm going to give you all the directions that you need right here. Now, you're going to get the pot and pour the spaghetti sauce in the pot. Like so. Now, you may be wondering, how much spaghetti sauce should I use? All of it. All of it. Whatever amount you got left. You get the spoon. And then you scrape it. Literally all of it. All of it. There's no reason why if you're making spaghetti, you leave the jar halfway full. It's ridiculous. Just use all of it. There's no point. Nobody ever uses half a jar of spaghetti. Unless that's all you got left. Now, if all you got left is a half jar of spaghetti because one day you used a jar and a half, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Then you got to use all of it. Now, you get your meats. You get your meats. And then you tear it up. You tear up your meat. It should be really easy. After you heat it up, after you've had it sit in the boiling water, it should just fall apart immediately. Super easy. Remember, guys, make sure you wash your hands before all of this processing. The fat is my favorite part. The fat is my favorite part. Especially when the brisket was made, the flavoring and everything was actually soaked into the fat. So with this brisket, most of the flavor is actually in the fat. It just tears apart, dude. Wow. Amazing. Amazing what boil steaming does to your meat. It's amazing. Just rips apart nice and easy. Oh gosh, dude. Nice and easy. You can hear the you can hear that when you tear it apart. You can hear you can hear it. Oh my gosh, dude. Yes, dude. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. Can't wait. Oh my gosh, dude. We'll just pour it in there. Whatever. We'll just put everything we got left in there. Alright. Now make sure you don't have any big pieces of meat on your hand when you rinse your hands off. Because you want as much meat as you possibly can get. As you can possibly get in your sauce. Reason why we heated it up before we put it in here is so that it's easy, because it just came from the refrigerator. So it's gonna be cold and hard and difficult to heat up. We're gonna put the that on and this on so we can maintain the heat, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we're back, people. This is it, the final product. We're taking the sauce off of the heater. Oh my gosh, wow. We could just smell the justice. Can't you smell it? Yo, you can't smell that. You can't smell that? You're telling me you can't smell that? That smells like pure justice. Pure greatness. Pure it. We are going to now stir it up. Wow. You know that's some hot sauce. Then now there's no need to add any more flavor than there already is. The flavoring from the brisket is just so potent in the sauce. You don't need to add any more seasoning. Now, let me tell you guys something. If you add the meat in the sauce, if you flavor the meat good enough, so where the meat is where the sole flavor is coming from, when you put that bite in your mouth, and you're like, wow, I have a party in my mouth because of the burst of flavor that's jumping around right now. That's the meat. Then you don't need to add the flavor in the sauce. You don't need to add any more flavor if you seasoned your meat well enough. And that's what happened, right? And we used all the fats and the juices and the meats in the sauce. Now, the last step to enjoying such a great dish of Spageskit Red is you got to drain the water from the spaghetti. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this strainer or drainer. What do they call that? The thing with holes in it. And then we're just going to put the spaghetti back in the pot. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Sometimes you get the spaghetti stuck in the pot, in the strainer. Now remember guys, if you get your pot wet on the bottom, make sure you dry it off before you put it back on the thing. Now you may ask the final question. Hey A3, what do you do after you make the sauce in the spaghetti? What do? Do you put all the sauce in the spaghetti? Or do you just eat it, or do you you keep them separate and then mix it when you got your plate? Now, here's the thing. It all depends on how much spaghetti you made. It all depends on how much spaghetti you made, right? So if you made a lot of spaghetti, a lot, I'm talking about a full-blown family, like a family of A3s, right? Because I eat a lot. I eat 4 servings by myself. So if you're making, let's say 16, 24 servings of Spageskit Red, then you want to keep them separate. But if you're only making 4 servings of Spageskit Red, then yeah, go ahead and put them together, which is for the video, we're going to be putting them together. This way, when I want some more Spageskit Red, I don't have to heat up 2 separate things. I could just heat it up and then eat it. And then we stir it. Now, I'm going to give you the options. Parmesan cheese. You can use this. It won't ruin the Spageskit Red. But if you want to enjoy the full flavor, the full potential, only the Spageskit Red, then don't add the cheese. If you want to enjoy the full flavor of Spageskit Red, then only eat the Spageskit Red by itself. Now that we have got it all mixed up, we're going to grab our bowl. You guys might use a plate. It doesn't matter. I like to use bowls. This way, when I'm stirring it, right, I don't have any spaghetti, in this case, any Spageskit Red falling off the side of the plate, right? So we're going to use this bowl here. We're going to use this bowl. And we're going to take it off the heater now. We're actually going to put the heater on low so it doesn't get cold, but it doesn't cook. And then we're going to start serving myself a dish of Spageskit Red. I'm so excited to try this. This smells amazing. This smells great. Now, I'm just so excited to try this out. Now, come on guys, if you guys made it with me, let's eat this together, right? I'm ready for my socks to get blown off. Because we made this in the spotlight of Spageskit Red, we are not going to be adding the Parmesan cheese. But if you wish to add the Parmesan cheese to the Spageskit Red that you made alongside, then go for it and let's enjoy some Spageskit Red. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed and are able to replicate the directions and instructions on making you some Spageskit Red. Thank you guys for some watching. Let's try. Wow. Wow. You can really taste the intense flavor and the punch that you taste, like it just really knocks you out, man. You just eat it and you know, wow, this truly is Spageskit Red. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next vid. Peace out.